Hello everybody and welcome back to another new vlog. I'm going to tell you where I am and then I'm going to head off and make a move. Basically 2.5 months ago I came here to try and walk from the Worcestershire Beacon all the way to the Herefordshire Beacon, and I didn't make it all the way, so I've come back to finish the last part of the journey to actually managed to get up the Herefordshire Beacon and take a few photos from there. At the moment I'm just about to head up some steps on the way up to the beacon, and I know for a fact that these steps are going to take my breath away, but by the time I get to the top of them there'll be a path that kind of evens out a little bit and it'll make it easier for me to get to the top of the beacon. So I'll talk to you again when I'm up there. So those steps really took out of me, they were quite steep. The path up to the top of Herefordshire Beacon runs behind me here, and I've already seen a few people at the top, so it doesn't look as though it's that far, although it could be a little bit steep in one or two places. But I wanted to stop here because what I've discovered at this spot is just behind me, somewhere over there, you can see Worcestershire Beacon in the distance. And I'm going to try and stop here and get a photo of Worcestershire Beacon from this end before I head off up to Herefordshire Beacon. So I've got a little bit further up now, just to catch my breath really. I've stopped. It's quite a good view from up here as well. I'll turn around and show you the view in just a minute, but before I do, have a look up here. Some more bloody steps to get up, so that's the way I'm heading. But before I go up there, let me show you this view out here. Check this out behind me. What a fantastic view that is, and it's like that all around here. So I think I'm going to start making my way up these flipping steps, these cardiac steps I call them, and then when I get to the top of the fort I'll speak to you there. So I've just been up to the top of Herefordshire Beacon, which is that place there. I'm going to head back up there in just a moment, but it is an ancient Roman hill fort, so there's lots of little different paths and little different slopes and things on the side of the main slope, which is very interesting. But what I wanted to talk to you about here is that thing there right in front of me. That is the British Camp Reservoir, and you can tell just by the sides of it, the very edges of the reservoir, the top edge there and around the side, you can see just how empty the reservoir is, and I think that sums up our summer really. It's been so warm and dry that there's no water about at all. But I wanted to show you that, and I think I might stop here and take a picture of it as well while I'm here, and then I'm going to head back up to the top of Herefordshire Beacon. So I hope you like that image of the reservoir. It really does show just how dry it's been this summer, and it's still fairly dry now. I've had a little bit of rain this morning on the way here, but not very much, enough to get me wet, but by the time I got here I was dry again. But I wanted to stop here and just have a look at the Herefordshire Beacon while I'm here. I said earlier it's the remains of an old hill fort, and you can see in the side of the hill itself there are various striations of pathways running along the edge of the hill, which is really quite interesting. So I've captured a shot of that here. I'm going to go back up to the top of it now and see if I can get another decent shot from up there. I don't know really what to expect up there. On the way up I just walked straight up and straight back down the other side of it because I knew where I wanted to be. But I think I'm going to stop when I get up there and have a look around and see what it looks like and see if there are any decent compositions up there. There ought to be really. So I'm going to make my way up there now. I'll catch you at the top. So I've come back to the top of the Roman hill fort on the top of Herefordshire Beacon. I'm looking around there doesn't appear to be any kind of summit cairn up here. You know, when you climb to the top of a mountain or a hill, quite often you'll find a pile of stones deliberately piled up to create a cairn at the summit of the hill or mountain, and there doesn't appear to be one here. I don't know why that is. Maybe somebody should start building one. But just as I'm looking around, it's quite interesting. Right behind me is Herefordshire Beacon, Worcestershire Beacon, all the way off in the distance over there somewhere. And from where I'm standing, that looks massive. But when I was up on Worcestershire Beacon last time, and I looked over towards Herefordshire Beacon, this place didn't look very big at all, and it almost looked as though it was further away in the distance than it seems to be now I've walked to it. So that's quite an interesting one, but it's obviously a lot smaller than Worcestershire Beacon, and it's been a lot easier to go up here. I'm going to stop up here now, even though there are a lot of flies flying around me. I'm going to take a few more shots. I might take another shot from up here of Worcestershire Beacon, and I think I'm going to take another shot slightly south as well, looking towards I think it's called something cave, the Giant's Cave I think it is, and that's just about half a mile south of here, but I don't think I've really got time to get down there. It's just kind of over that ridge there a little way. So I'm going to stop here and take a couple of photos and then head off. So I've just taken a couple of handheld shots at the top of the beacon, mainly because I didn't want to hang around setting up a tripod, because there are about 1 million midges up there all trying to eat me. But on the way back down, what I've noticed is there's quite a few pathways that have been sunken into the side of the hill, which is probably very deliberate, and I think they're the kind of paths that were supposed to be hidden so that Roman century soldiers could get themselves back into the fort without being seen, which is very interesting. So I've got a little shot here that's quite nice, with a couple of these paths leading off into the distance around the edge of the hill. So I'm just going to take a quick shot of this and then carry on heading down back to where I was. So just behind me, just here, you'll see the steps that I came up very first thing in this vlog, when I was telling you where I was. I could head back down those steps and go back to exactly where I was. Alternatively, I could walk along this path behind me. This misses out these steps and then comes down a slope a little bit closer to a cafe where I'd stopped for my lunch earlier. So I think I'm probably going to do that because it'll be a lot easier. If you've enjoyed this vlog and you've enjoyed looking at the pictures that I've shown you from Herefordshire Beacon and all around there, then please remember to give the video a thumbs up and remember to subscribe to my channel as well. And if you wouldn't mind, please remember to comment and share this video as well, because all of that really helps me going forward. And I look forward to seeing you again on another vlog very soon. Bye for now.